Hello, guys. Good evening to you. Alicia, look at you. Okay, you'll be back. Hey, Dave. Sorry, a little bit dry here. Donna will be a tad late. You will be, or I will be. Oh, Kiri, hello. Patty, hello. Oh, you guys, good to see you. Sorry, a little bit of a disarray here. Okay, sweatshirt. Everybody's going to ask, it's the chosen. Yes, I'm going on Sunday. Is anybody else going to the movies this weekend? I would like to know. Can animals get... Hey, Christy. Can animals get to it and eat it? Is that a problem? You might need to plant radishes around it or something. Or, well, the ground would need... I imagine asparagus ground needs to be exposed, so you can't have like a box around it or anything like that. A wood box. I don't think so. So, movie theater of 3 counties. And in Texas, those counties are big. Oh, Curie. Wow. You have 1 patch in the fence, 2 patches outside. So far, nothing have eaten it. Yay. You have been growing the asparagus like crazy. Now, do you freeze it or do you can it? Or do you have a freeze dryer and starting to freeze dry it? Kathy, hello. Good evening to you. Mother Earth Garden Club, hello. Welcome, everybody. So, yeah, my theater is in the next county, so it's a half hour away, but I'm going with some friends. So this weekend is episodes, sorry, still sweating from my shower. Sorry. Episodes 1, 2, and 3 of season 4. So it's heating up. So you eat most of it raw if you can keep. Okay, well, that's probably the best way to eat it, right? One of those crops to have just fresh from the garden. That's awesome. That's really good. That's true, Christy. You're in a new area, so yeah, you probably wouldn't know. So I've been here for 28 years, so kind of know where everything is. Well, not everything, but all the essential things that are important in my life. Kind of know where it is. Oh, my laptop charged up really quickly. An hour ago, it was at 19%. And it's at 78% now, so we're doing good. Your asparagus died back a lot this past summer. Okay. Not raw, fresh. Yeah. I knew what you meant. So, I don't know. Is raw asparagus even good to eat? I mean, I know fresh and cooking it. I don't know if I've ever heard anybody eating it raw. Like raw cabbage, raw carrots, raw beans, raw peas, different things. Ooh. Fresh baby peas right out of the pod in the garden are so good. Has anybody tried those? I mean, they're really, really good. They really are. The very small spears are great. Okay. They're probably more tender, I would imagine, and flavorful. So, in Mother Earth, I'm not, I don't grow asparagus, so I'm not one to ask about that. Dave probably would be, or I don't know, Patty, if you've grown asparagus too, but raw, uncooked is great. Oh, I know baby peas, right? Oh, fresh from the garden. They're so good. They're so good. Love to have some asparagus here, but you have to choose. You have to just careful with limited space. Yes, I totally get that, especially when it's something that is, a perennial that it's just taking up the space and can spread because it needs that room. So, yeah, if you're limited on that, I totally get it. Never liked raw green beans until you got dragon tongue beans. I grew them once. When did I grow them? Not this last summer, but the summer, I think it was the summer before. So a year and a half ago, I think I grew dragon tongue. No, I did grow a few this summer. That's right. I had leftover seed and I had a few plants of those. Excuse me. But I just actually French cut them, and because they're a flat bean, and my yellow ones were flat beans too. So those two I just cut and can them as like French cut beans. But I didn't know you could eat those. Would raw. Those would be good raw. Oh, if you don't show up again, it's because you're broody goose boyfriend. Carrie, you girl, you are a magnet for trouble. Those animals. Oh my goodness. Hey Joy, how are you? Sorry, I gotta turn my phone off. So it's been a while since you grew the dragon tongues. They were really prolific. Okay. Ganders are nasty with a broody. Oh. I'm glad he's a good protector. He shouldn't be from you because you're the one that feeds him, you know? Oh my goodness. That's okay, Alicia. You're fashionably late, yes. No, that's always family comes first. Absolutely. Absolutely. Family comes first. So we have like end of March weather right now. I'm serious. It's like yesterday was 47 degrees and sunny, and it was just like everybody was like even peeling off their sweatshirts and everything. It was crazy. My pastor was like, "Yeah, I think next week we'll be sowing seed in the fields." he, he is a farmer, and it was like, uh, seriously, we've got like grass patches everywhere. The snow, we were at like 6 to 7 inch snow base, and we're down to like bare ground in a lot of places, except for like shady spots and where we had snow banks and things like that. But yeah, it's like crazy. Today we were close to 40 degrees, and yeah, it's nuts. He doesn't want you messing with his girlfriend. Okay. More cold in the south. Yeah, it's the El Nino thingy. You got the gardening bug big time, but it's false labor, no happy. Right? When we have this kind of weather, it's like everybody wants to get out and get like, oh, and get in the garden, start digging things up, plant those peas, and it's like, woo, time out. Wait a minute, it's just January 29th, this is Minnesota. We've got 2 months at least left, probably three. So I'm just thinking that probably close to the end of February, early March, maybe winter's just going to come back with a vengeance. And it'll be like our warm spell will be done. And then I was just like cold and dumping snow. And, just when everybody's ready for spring, thinking that it's springtime. Yeah, faking us out. You were cleaning out weeds earlier. Oh my goodness. Yeah, full spring. It's however, so it's January 29th. So January 26th, which was Friday, is traditionally our coldest day of the year. And it's usually anywhere we get down to minus 25 to minus 40 Fahrenheit. And so that would be like the the lows and the temperatures, and the highs would be minus 15 or minus 20 would be the high. So that's typically what we have at this time of the year. So when we're 47 degrees above Fahrenheit, when we should be 20 below, you're talking like 60 to 70 degree difference, that much above normal temperatures. So if you normally at this time of year have, let's say, even 40 degrees, think of it as being 100 or 110 all of a sudden in January. Or if your high is 50 or 60 degrees, like, in the South or something. And it's like, 120, 130 degrees. That's what that difference feels like for us, And so, I mean, we're loving it. We're taking it, but it's like, okay, when is the other shoe going to drop, And it's like, when are we going to get that blast of winter? You planted seeds last week: lettuce, radish, spinach, kale, chard. Ooh, all of your brassicas. Good for you, Kiri. If it grows, it grows. You want to plant more, but a freeze usually hits in February. Okay. Mostly frozen, although your white puppy found mud debris. Right? I know. I was out yesterday and, for church and stuff, and I accidentally stepped off of my sidewalk and where the gravel is and onto fresh dirt where it was fresh dirt for putting in my new sidewalk and everything, but it's been frozen, so it hasn't been a problem walking. Well, I stepped on it and squished down like an inch or two and just slid all over. It's like my shoes are full of mud, and I'm like, ew, it's mud season. Oh my goodness. Christy, I'm so sorry. Um, Not even inside. That's true. Yeah, I won't start seeds inside till mid to end of March at least. So Dave, what's your update? You got 6 inches of snow, hovering right around freezing. Okay. You lived in San Antonio. It did get 100 once in February. It can get hot right before a major freeze. So 100 one day. Isn't it crazy? Yeah. I mean, just to make that adjustment physically. So Sand Hollow, hello. How are you? Dave started onion seeds. Oh, good for you. They are going to be well established. Well, they really need about 16 weeks, right, before you plant them. Isn't that the kind of the average, 16 weeks? So, yeah, you'd be putting them in the end of May, because it'd be February, March, April. Yeah, so there you go. Good for you. They're so easy to start, though. I mean, they really are. It's like, now, do you have, Dave, when you start your onion seeds, do you have like a flat that's just all dirt or a container and you just put all seeds in there and just like a whole bunch of them all together? Or do you carefully put them into each single cell and let those grow up? Be interested to know, because I've only done the mass planting, and then when you're going to separate them out to plant them, the roots are all intertwined and everything else. So let me know what you guys do when you start onion seeds. Joy had sun yesterday and today. I know, 59 today. Oh, yes, winter will be back. It will be. You're in a blizzard? Oh my goodness, Alicia. Wow. Well, you get that whole ocean effect thing going on there for yourself. Okay. You know what? I heard, was it like last week or the week? It must be about like 2 weeks ago. And we really haven't had any snow since then. That, the airport at Minneapolis is like the official um, snow gauge for the year. So it's like, okay, not to mention that they might not get nearly what everybody else does. But anyway, they're Minneapolis. So they're the ones that matter. So Minneapolis had logged in 7 inches of snow for the year. Now this is by mid-January, 7 inches for the year. The same time last year, we were at 47 inches, and we still had a whole bunch more coming through into April, I think it was, or something. So we had a lot of snow. We had record snowfalls last year. So anyway, Just that difference. I mean, that's almost 4 feet difference right there. Um, you do big mass plantings. Okay. New seeds just arrived. All veggies. Ooh, okay. Awesome. Start at the end of March. So that, yeah, that's when anything like herbs, things that take a long time, other than onions. I mean, onions take months, but like herbs, I'll start in the middle of March usually. And peppers, I'll start by the end of March. And then tomatoes, I would start to be like beginning of April. Yeah, because I don't really plant until Memorial Weekend anyway. So the very end of May. Saturday, a friend brought you 2 huge parsley plants. Took up a huge pot, gave it a rooster. Oh, wow. Yes, freezer camp. Oh, my goodness. I think you shoveled many, many feet of snow last year. Yep. I mean, it's almost all gone. It's been melting like crazy. Um, yeah, like I said, my dirt all around my new sidewalk, it's all bare and saturated. So I'm thinking if we get sun and I mean, Wednesday is supposed to be close to 50. And I'm thinking that we're going to, I might have grass starting to sprout up. I don't know, but I mean, there's always a possibility, right? Oh, goodness. Uh, your first December in Spokane, you had 45 inches in 31 days. Oh, wow. That's a lot of snow. You bought some mint leaves. Can you plant some to make more? Or do you have to wait just the leaves, or did you get the plants? If you had just leaves, you need to have the plant, or at least a sprig to be able to get, have a shoot from it or something that you can start to root out and cultivate in that way. But just leaves won't grow anything. You have green grass there. Wow. They're behaving right now. Okay. You do have your harvested seeds too. We always buy new seeds to seal and store for the very smart, Sand Hollow. Very good. Oh, leaves with stems. Yes. Now, Patty, you're the mint specialist. So I've only put plants right into the ground, and from starting from seed and then buying the plants and stuff. But propagating them from um, a stem like that, can't she just put it in water until it roots out and then plant it? That's what I'm thinking. Let me know what you say. Hey, Donna, you spent your day repotting African violets? Oh, there you go. That's a good winter thing to do. I did a lot of reading today, and I made myself a cleaning schedule. It may sound really stupid, but it's like, because things can just, I work at home here, and so I can easily get pulled away from things and everything. So I've seen this for like the last year or something. It's like, oh, I have to do that. I have to do that. And I think about it, it's like, I have to do that. Well, today I finally did it. I did the schedule. So it's like, Monday, we're going to do this, clean one room. And so it's like spreading the rooms around between the days so that you're not overwhelmed with like Saturday, oh, I got to clean the whole house, and then you spend 4 or 5 hours cleaning the house. Whereas you could spend a half hour or whatever you need just cleaning one room. So clean the bathroom one day, clean the bedroom one day, clean the kitchen another day. And I'm talking about not just doing dishes and stuff, but like actually scrubbing the floor and wiping down cupboards and, just cleaning really good, getting stuff out of there that doesn't need to be there, putting things away. And so it's very doable for me. Very, very doable. Thank you, Donna. Yes. Oh, Patty must have exited at some point here. Oh, okay. Thanks, Chrissy. Yeah, Patty did leave. You have lemon balm that is now in your neighbor's the lemon balm. I mean, like, oh, hello, it smells so good. I love lemon balm. It's so great. One room at a time. Good for you. You set a timer for 10 or 15 minutes. It works. Oh, I like that. Because you can easily get involved in a room, and like, oh, if I'm doing my bedroom, oh, let me clean out the closet. It's like, okay, 5 hours later, it's like, oh yeah, I got a little over involved here, or, um, you empty out all the dressers and cleaning everything out, just like, or whatever, and all the dressers. I have one dresser, all the drawers, I should say. But yeah, I think that's really going to help me out a lot. And just, because I've got 2-story, 3-bedroom house and by myself. And it's like sometimes things really get left to the side and then it becomes overwhelming, that I can't get to everything. And then I get, dust laden things in one room or whatever. And so, and so I think, yeah, I think it's going to be good. It's going to be very helpful. They're using it in tea, so they aren't happy. That's very good. That's very good. Are they drying it? And so saving a lot of the leaves for winter and stuff? That'd be great. You easily distract as you try to beat the clock. Oh, that's a good plan, Donna. Very good. Are you used to find a box of pictures in the old days and take a 2-hour trip down? Yes, I was doing that too. Yeah. Oh, shoot. I was talking to you guys about my graphic design days at school and everything, and I meant to bring the book down to show you guys, and it's way upstairs, so I'm not going to do that. But I do a little bit of show and tell here. I haven't even opened it up yet. So it's kind of like my new latest little toy. So I need to check this out and see if I think I'm going to like it. I shouldn't say not just like it, but if it's going to be very helpful for me. Because I have a lot of things to do. Yes. And I'm just getting to the age where I need the tools to help me out. Anybody have a guess? You love an unboxing. So I've been looking at this and debating about it for months. Now, do any of you guys watch any of these guys who do lawn maintenance? I mean, like, SB Mowing or the Blessing Boys or any of these kind of people? A ladder? I've got ladders. I've got enough ladders. I've got a 6-foot step ladder, and then anyway. Anybody know what this is? I do have a baby chainsaw already, but DeWalt, a visual instant gratification. Hi, Patty. Yes, it is. Oh, no worries. Yes. No, I mean, it's just like I didn't really decorate it until Christmas Eve. So it's like, it's not staying up. I mean, for just a week. So I figured until this weekend. Plus, I need to finish cleaning the room where it needs to be stored. So it's going to stay there until I finish that room. So it's a pruning shear. So battery, cordless. But from what I've seen, now I thought the way they used it, I thought the pruners, were horizontal instead of vertical. And so I kept looking for it, but I realized they went in and kind of turned it a little bit. And so, anyway, yes. See, I know, this is great. You catch the guy who does an overgrown yard for free. Yeah, his young volunteers help. Okay, that's cool. The Blessing Boys is a dad and his sons that do it, which is really neat. So, okay, so that's the safety there, and then so but just having this do this rather than me trying to use the old-fashioned shears, just going and trying to, struggle with that. Like I said, I need these things to work for me. So that's my new toy. And I like the fact that most of them don't have. DeWalt is the only one who has like this handle here. And so I like that because if you're trimming and a branch comes back, it doesn't hit your hand. It's like a protection thing. Or if you need to use two hands or something like that. So to me, that was worth the extra money for that. And I've got a bunch of other DeWalt tools, so I already have the batteries. So there we go. So now that can go out in my shed, I'm going to store it out there. So my new toy, yes. Sweet gum salads. All those wild blackberries, yes. Where are we? So, nice. Thank you, guys. Electric cordless, yes, it's a battery. So yeah, cordless. Powerful chops, yes, they are, Donna. I know, Patty. It's like I'm going to enjoy it for a while. It goes up once a year, so. Make it a habit to never put your fingers in the choppers. I think if I kept it down, it would keep chopping and stuff. But it's like, from what I've seen, they just go like, clip, 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 clip. That So, but yeah. So we'll have to be very careful with it and make sure that I use it properly. But I'm always pruning things. I have trees and shrubs and just things that have to be pruned all the time. And I was like, oh, these guys are just making it look so easy. And I'm like, So looks like you should do other jobs, though. It's so big. It's true. But it's supposed to prune branches that are like 2 inches in diameter, I think. Let me see what the instructions say. It's a 20-volt max pruner. Warning. It sounds like what's that old show with the old robot in the Lost in Space or something like that? They're always warning. It's like, look at that, warnings all over the place. Lost in Space. Robbie the robot, is that what? Yeah, okay. Yeah, Mother Earth, I have one of those too, and it works pretty good, but it's the wood that I've had to use on it vibrates a lot for me, and I don't know, maybe it's just a dull blade, but I thought, or chain, I thought I sharpened it and everything, but I can't read this right now. Nothing's jumping out at me. So anyway, it's in French. That helps me figure it out. But yes, and it weighs about 3 pounds, I think is what they said the weight is. So it's not a lightweight thing, but yeah, I've got with a 6-inch, what is it? Solar, I think, SAHLER, something like that. And that works out. That's worked out well for a lot of things, but it makes a real ragged cut, whereas this will make it just a nice sheer, kind of thing. So, danger, Will Robinson. There you go. I knew Dave would come up with that one. Oh, Mr. Mr. Smith or Professor Smith or Dr. Smith. Wasn't it Dr. Smith? So you're a little envious of everyone getting these cool tools. Oh, we could grow something that'll need pruning. Could do that. Something that grow really fast. Chain falls off a lot. Okay. There you go, Alicia. Good for you. I do not parlez-vous français. I don't even know if that's the right word. So, Dr. Smith, yes. So anyway, that's my new toy right now. So I mean, it's nice enough out. I could actually go outside and use it. There's not much snow left, but I'd be walking around in mud right now and not really too excited about doing that. Getting into the mud. Yours was super cheap. Oh, that's cool. Your buffer is, oh, sorry, this strap fell over. There we go. There we go. Anyway, that is my fun tool. I don't think I'm going to need any more tools for this year. I think that'll be it. So I got chainsaws. I've got I got 1, 2, 3 chainsaws. I've got hedge trimmer. I've got this pruning shears. Drills, saws, like circular saw, oscillating tool. So I think I've got about everything I need. I think I have a jigsaw. So anyway, fussy connection. Oh yeah. Have the rabbits come back and eaten your trees? I have not seen any tracks going out to my my Macintosh tree. And last year, they ate it down, killed everything, but it came back up from the ground up. So it killed out. So I had to cut it way down. But I've got all kinds of new sprouts coming up from the ground. And so far I have not seen any tracks out there, which means that they've had enough food everywhere else this winter to be able to chew on somewhere. But I think with the low snow out there right now, I do need to go out there and surround it with something. So if we do get a bunch of snow, they won't eat them all up. But kind of like bunny ears. You didn't get the massive wind. Okay, well, good. Portland's still trying to get all the tree work. Wow. See, if I was around there with a storm, I could go around with my pruning shears and help. It's like, beep, 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 beep. I could get these out of the way here. See, wouldn't that be a great help? Yes. All right. So, yeah, my little 6-inch handsaw, right? So it's like they're in there with their 22-inch steels and all that kind of stuff, and I'm like, or 30-inch, whatever they have. They're nice and big and long. And it's like, I'll come in with my little stuff. The apple sprouts from the ground may or may not be Macintosh. If they grew from below the graft, it might be a hardy crab. Oh, good to know. Yeah, it would take years before I would be able to figure out what kind of apples it came off of it then too. So it might not even be worth keeping that tree. I might just have to cut it down. So you sure the crews will be glad? Glad to see you come. I know, Joy, right? It'll be like, here I am. I don't have a pink tool belt or anything like that, so I don't have anything like that to top it off with. So I don't have a tool belt at all. I've thought about getting one, but probably be easier than lugging my big box around and stuff like that. Oh, hey Eli, how are you doing? Most trees are grafted these days. Yeah. When my well pipe cracked, I shot water like a geyser. Once it warmed up, my heat lamp bulb shut. Oh my goodness. My sister in Oregon had a friend slip on ice cracker pellet. Oh, yeah. You just got to be careful of going out. Look for a sort of a knob that could be the graft. Okay. That's good to know, actually. Very good to know. How did the vanilla turn out? You know what? I've had vanilla cooking, soaking, steeping, whatever, for like 2 years. I probably should check it out. It's away in a cupboard and I forget about it. Not the best thing, right? So, Eli, how are things down in your area of the country? Everybody else is getting sleet and storms and wind and flooding and freezing and all kinds of stuff. It'll be potent. I have two. I've got one with that's just that's how long it's been since I've used it. What's the clear? It's just the clear, tasteless. Oh my goodness. Anyway, another one's Bacardi rum. So no, not Everclear. It was sweet from potatoes. Yes, thank you, Patty. You can tell I'm a drinker. Not. Oh, oh, Dave, that's probably true. You're right. You've been using Yak Tracks for the past 10 years or more. They're super on ice. I saw an Instagram short that they were showing like all these little hacks. So what they did is they had their boots or hikers or whatever they wanted, turned them upside down, drilled holes in the soles, and I'm like, what are you doing ruining these boots? But anyway, they drilled holes in the sole of the boots, and then put in these spikes and just shoved them into the holes. You know, they're nice and snug in there and tight. So, but these were spikes, and so then when they turned them over, they had their own built-in spike thing. So it was like saved a whole bunch of money. So cleaning their boots. There you go. Grain alcohol vodka. There you go. I fell once during this, just a little sore from falling. Oh, I'm glad you were okay though, Christy. Use bourbon and vodka blend. Ooh, that would be good now. Fair weather, but the usual problems persist and worsen. From potatoes, yes. It gets icy here. You walk with your shepherd's staff. Good for you. Good for you. They don't work on tile very well or wood. Well, that's not what they're meant for, then, Patty. They're meant for the ice and for for ice and snow and all the dangerous areas out there. So, okay. So we're going to talk about, we've been going through the brassicas, and there's a number of what they call lesser known brassicas. So we have just a few here. I have 20 minutes left, so I don't know how far I'm going to get through, but I might have to take 2 nights on that because we've been chit-chatting. So only about $18 for yak trackers. Oh, that's true. So a lesser known brassica is horseradish. Last week we talked about radishes. So horseradish. Who here likes horseradish? I don't care for horseradish. Too spicy for me. Too hot. Oh, got it, Patty. So horseradish is grown from root cuttings and does not produce seeds. Okay, so you can't save seeds from horseradish. You need a root cutting from that to produce it. So, yeah, I agree. I'm getting to know you guys so well because I would have guessed Patty and Dave love horseradish. Eli probably loves horseradish. I don't know who, I mean, very few of us in Minnesota like horseradish, so I would have to say that, but don't grind in the house. It's like bear spray. They like horseradish in pinto soup and in fire cider. Ooh, okay. It's a weird name thing, so nope. Spoken like a true northerner. A bit of horseradish mixed with mustard on a hot dog. Oh, there you go. And it's not just a regular hot dog, probably a really good brat type of thing, right, Dave? Okay, so anyway, it does not produce seeds in most regions of the United States. So when harvested, the large roots are dug for market, and the small side roots, so it has big root, and then little teeny side roots are the ones that are saved for replanting. Okay, it's not like a carrot that just puts one root down or anything. There's little side roots. And the crowns, you can save the crowns for replanting. So the pungent flavor found in horseradish is caused by a sulfur compound. You make it for your daughter, she loves it. Ooh. You want to grow horseradish? Forever said, never seen it in the produce department. Mm-mm. It makes great, yeah, that's what I hear. Makes great fair cider. You could find seed for horseradish, but it takes a long time to get large enough to harvest, so seeds are not normally available widely in the market. Yeah, and it said in most regions of the United States. So there are probably some areas that might have it, but as a general rule, it's grown from root cuttings. It is very extremely hardy and will overwinter in the ground in most regions. So the roots may also be dug before the ground freezes. The roots should be trimmed and the tops cut to 3 inches above the ground before storing in damp sand, sawdust, or leaves. The roots will keep 4 to 6 months when stored at 32 to 40 degrees Fahrenheit. So anyway, so really basically pretty easy to grow. And, you know, so if you like it and everything and you want it for that, it's an easy thing to grow. Okay, that's it. That's all I got on horseradish. Another one is we have a number of different mustards. So we call a white flowered mustard. You've seen prickly pear pads and fruit. I've seen aloe vera, but never horseradish. Okay. Illinois is the horseradish capital of the USA. Yes, you didn't look it up. Okay. White flowered mustard. So this mustard is you can use it as greens, really spicy salad or cooked greens. It has white flowers on it. The seed pods are small and contain 3 or 4 seeds. White flowered mustards are cultivated in the Mediterranean as an oil seed crop, which would be interesting. I wonder what kind of flavor you get from that. It would be spicy oil. So it'd be a mustard oil. They have been naturalized in North America and may be found growing as common weeds, actually. This one is not the seed from which the commercial mustard is made from. White flowered mustards are self-incompatible and require insects for successful pollination. It is an annual inbreeding plant that grows easily from seed wherever its wild relatives are successful. Mustards are direct seeded either in full sun or partial shade. So there you go, white mustard. So they're spicy greens, and you can eat them like that. So, oh, that's good to know. Thanks, Eli. Horseradish leaves can be added to pickles to help them stay crunchy. Oh, Russian neighbors used to do it, and it worked really nice. The broadleaf mustard you grew having flowers. Yeah, there's a bunch of different kinds of mustards. So now we're going to talk about just regular mustard greens. So they call it Indian mustard and mustard greens. So this was a different, just a white flowered mustard. So these are mustard greens. Maybe that's what you're thinking of. It includes brown mustard, Indian mustard, leaf mustard, and mustard greens. The flowers are bright yellow. Some varieties have become common weeds in North America. Well, you could probably go through the ditches in the fields and dig up all the mustard you need, huh? If you really knew what you're looking for. You like spinach mustard that is mild and fast growing, great early green. Varieties within this subspecies are commonly grown for mustard greens. They have very large flat leaves and are often used as greens. They're often found growing as weeds, have long, narrow leaves with prong-like teeth. They have finely divided leaves and also occur as weeds. All varieties will cross with one another. So if they're grown for seed, they must be isolated by half a mile or caged. Seed is saved using techniques similar to rutabagas. You guys got some great ideas in there. That's awesome. They are an inbreeding species, and they include varieties that are perennial, annual, or biennial. So depends on what you get. You're going to have to really pay attention when you start. So that's it for that one. Then we have black mustard. Now those varieties produce the millions of seeds required to make the condiment mustard. So if you want to grow what you need to make the condiment, to make mustard and everything, you have to grow black mustard. That's a big one. At least that's the name of the variety that it's comes from. I mean, we call them, I have a bag of yellow mustard seed, and that's what I made, Dijon mustard from. And it's like yellow mustard seed, but it's like actually comes from the black mustard plant. So, Tito's and Move the Talking Plants. The one that was eating everything, like the one that was like back in the 70s. It was something about a shop. Wasn't it some little shop of horrors or something like that, wasn't it? Use mustard leaves in small amounts in salads. Ooh, those are very good for you. Yep, Patty, there are a bunch of different ones. So I'm just hitting kind of the main ones here. Little Shop of Horrors. Okay, that's right. I never did see the movie. It was like, no, that's not my cup of tea. So, okay. These seeds can all come whole, split, or in ground form. Growing it for the making of mustard is no more difficult than saving the seeds of other brassica species. So they have bright yellow flowers and often grow, get this, 6 feet tall. Yeah, 6 feet tall. You can get a lot of seed out of that, I bet. Black mustard seeds is spice sold in Indian and Mediterranean shops. Cool. Venus flytrap. There you go. It's the Eli flytrap. Okay. They are insect pollinated and do not cross with other brassica species. So you could plant them anywhere and you're not going to have to worry about anything else crossing with them. It sounds like it's that sounds like a really easy plant to grow. And you could have all of your own seed to make your own mustard. That would be awesome. The plants may be found growing as weeds, so care must be taken to isolate seed crops from weedy types. Here we go. So isolation of a half a mile will ensure seed purity. Seed saving techniques are the same as those used for turnips. Feed me Seymour. I know who's been watching that or who saw that movie. Okay, so black mustard is an outbreeding annual and can be easily grown for seed wherever its wild relatives are successful. And you can direct seed either full sun or partial shade. So there you go. And I think we have, is this the last one? I have a couple more. I think I have time to go through it. Then we have Brussels sprouts. And here I thought we had talked about Brussels sprouts, but I went back and it was like, no, we hadn't talked about Brussels sprouts. So I don't know. Remember pulling mustard plants in cornfields. Oh, could you imagine if they did cross? Oh, mustard broccoli. We'd get some spicy stuff going there, wouldn't we? So Brussels sprouts. Botanically, Brussels sprouts are not really baby cabbages, but for culinary purposes, the analogy is perfect. Brussels sprouts grow slowly over a long season and require nearly 6 months to develop the 3-foot plants commonly seen in garden magazines and seed catalogs. Despite frost and snow, their fresh garden flavor is maintained well into the winter months. The edible heads or sprouts appear during the first growing season, and the seed forms during the second season. So it's a 2-year process there. Oh, that's true. That's a good idea, Patty. That's probably would work. Mutating plants with teeth. Oh, Christy, you're gonna have problems here, huh? Okay. So the edible heads or sprouts appear during the first growing season, and the seed forms, I think I already read that, during the second season. So Brussels sprouts, of course, are biennial and belong to the Brassica family and also to the Gemifera group. I know that's not going to mean a single thing to you, except maybe to Patty. So they are self-incompatible and require insects for pollination. Brussels sprouts will cross with any of the groups that make up the brassicas, which include all varieties of cabbage, cauliflower, broccoli, kale, collards, and kohlrabi. They will not cross with any other brassica species. Plants grown for seed must be isolated by 1 mile or caged. Brussels sprouts will only keep, Brussels sprouts will only keep in storage for a very limited time. The plants succumb to rot quickly and only last 4 to 6 weeks if one stored in a cold room. So harvest and seed cleaning techniques are similar to those used for cabbage. So has anybody ever canned Brussels sprouts? I think we talked about them. We talked about them last week. Or the week before about. Oops, I just moved something here. Oh, I know what I did. I lost you guys. I was like, okay, there we go. I was like, all of a sudden, where did you go? Yeah, we talked about best way to cook them, roasting them, and different things with them like that. So, Patty is a black mustard seed with the Amish used to make their black seed salve. Ooh. You're a fan of trying to grow seeds you buy for spices. Black cumin is a flower. Oh, nice. I never thought about doing that, Patty. That's so great. Brussels sprouts freeze easily blanched. You'd never canned them. Okay. I did, because they would get so mushy. So I don't know what would be the purpose of being able to do that. You freeze dry for storage. Ah, okay. There you go. You canned mustard, though. I have 2. I made a Dijon mustard, I think it was, and this was several years ago, many years ago. I think before YouTube that I tried that, and so wanted to try it. I didn't do like a nice regular yellow smooth mustard though. This was kind of a different thing. So yeah, I agree, Patty. I agree. Okay, so Brussels sprouts are an outbreeding frost and snow tolerant biennial that can be grown for seed wherever the plants are successfully overwintered in the ground. The plants again require a very long growing season and are difficult to grow in hot summer climates. Kiri, that might be out for you, huh? Brussels sprouts are usually grown in greenhouses for transplants, but may be direct seeded where transplants would succumb in the hot, dry climates. So, there we go. There she be. Okay. There's two others that I think I'll just leave for another time. Right. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We might have. Oh, okay. I'll do one more. Do the kohlrabi. Few Brussels sprouts you grew, you just ate fresh. Okay. Plant them in the fall. Had bad luck in the past. So I was looking at Chelsea Little Mountain Ranch. Her Brussels sprouts were huge this year. I mean, she did really, really well this year with all that. So, okay, kohlrabi is in the Brassica family. Hey, Caitlin. So, kohlrabi is sometimes referred to as a stem turnip because of the turnip-like enlargement of the stem. The swollen stem resembles a cabbage heart in flavor. Although not widely grown, kohlrabi is versatile and a quick grower. Both white and purple varieties are ready for harvest in 7 to 8 weeks. That's pretty good. That's pretty quick, right? Well, what is that? So yeah, 50 days, something like that, which is still pretty good how big they get. Kohlrabi is a biennial and will cross with all varieties of Brassica oleracea. Kohlrabi plants are dug after frost and the leaves are removed. The roots are clipped to 4 to 6 inches and then stored in damp sand or sawdust. The best roots are planted out the next spring for seed production. Seed-saving techniques are the same as those used for cabbage. So it's an outbreeding biennial that is difficult to grow for both culinary use and seed production. The plants do not tolerate hot weather, but are frost hardy to 20 degrees Fahrenheit. A variety of planting times and winter storage techniques must be used in order to meet the plant's biennial seed production requirements. Kohlrabi is usually direct seeded as soon as the ground can be worked in the spring or the fall. So you start it with seed and it grows into the root. Then you harvest the root and then you plant that root again next summer, and then whatever it shoots up is your seed stock. So that's the way it goes. All right. So we finished kohlrabi. I'm just going to mark this so I know that I did that, because next week I will probably have forgotten. Right. You know, it's that the senior moment thingies going on. You never had it? I've never had it either. I know Matt and Sarah were going to try to grow it, or they did grow it or something. And there have been a lot of other homesteaders that have been growing it. So something to try maybe at some point. I don't know. Yeah, you never know. You can eat the leaves of them too. Oh, that would be handy, especially if you're harvesting the roots for next year to plant. So it's almost like a potato, taking the potatoes, saving them for planting next year and having those seed potatoes and growing them, and then they grow up a new plant. So, all right, only you'd want the seed stock coming off of them. So anyway, guys, it's been really fun talking to you, and wish the ground was better. I could go out and play with my new toy. I'll have to see if there's something within reach that I could practice with. Just go out and play. I might try that. Anyway, it was so fun spending an evening with you guys. So you take care. God bless. Always have hope. And we will see you next Monday. So you guys have a great week.